Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm just showing y'all how I did these cute nude to white ombres in the coffin shape, I believe. I've already prepped her nails and filed and stuff. So when I did that, I just pushed back her cuticles. I sprayed with alcohol, of course. And that's where we are now. I did file her nails with a fine sanding band. And yeah, I'm spraying down alcohol here to just take away some of that dust, because if you lay down acrylic or a tip with dust, that can cause lifting and stuff, and obviously you don't want that. Here I am placing down the tips. Now, don't mind my poor client's little pinky finger over there. She was just explaining to me how it happened. She actually, I believe she was doing some work in her mom's house or something like that, and then she ended up injuring her finger. I did her nails a little bit ago, so I don't really remember, but she injured her finger, so y'all don't mind it. But all that is a blood clot. Hopefully soon it will grow out. She'll be fine. So yes, once again, placing down the tip, and I'm using the stiletto tip, and then once you cut it down, it just easily forms a nice coffin shape. That's why I really like them. They do great, and it will cut down your time. So if you're a beginner, I recommend it. Or not even a beginner, if you're even a OG nail tech, I recommend it. Cause I could sit there and follow the coffin shape myself, but it's why, when you have these kind of tips that make your life easier. Y'all, this is something you will see me constantly doing. I don't like to use different size tips. If y'all know me, y'all know that by now. So oftentimes you'll see me, if I sense a shape probably won't, a nail size probably won't fit the other hand, you'll see me just go back and try to match it up with the other hand, just to make sure that it for sure will match up, because y'all know how that is. When you use a certain size on one hand, then you get to the other hand and it's oh crap, it's bigger, it's smaller. Nobody has time for that. So yeah, I've already gone in and clipped down the nails and shaped them to her fingers. So yes, this was a coffin shape, and I'm prepping with the Valentino line. I use his dehydrator and his primer. So as you all know, I always stick to one hand. Whichever hand that I'm working on, I'll dehydrate both of the hands and then only prime the one hand that I'm working on, and I prime twice. The reason why I do that is because I used to prime both hands, and then it's you'll be working on one hand, right? And then you'll get to the other hand, they'll give it back to you, and they'll have lint and crap all over it from touching stuff. So yeah, best thing to do is just work on that one hand, then come back to it, the other hand, and do that one. So as y'all know, I'm definitely waiting on a new brush. Don't judge if y'all see me all over the place with this one, because that brush that I'm using in this video is just a hot mess. I don't know why it acts like that, acrylic sticks to it, all of this crap. It's the worst thing ever. So I ordered some stuff from Sugar and Cream. I hope it's good. I really pray it's good. I'm gonna probably do a video on that once I get it and stuff. Y'all, I'm like the loyalist person ever. Like when it comes to like products and stuff, I'm literally the loyalist person ever. I'll stick to it forever if it does right. And Valentino was that for me for a very long time, but all of a sudden it's just out of whack and stuff. So now I have to look around for something else. If you guys have like any super reliable brands that y'all stick to for primers, for acrylic, for anything, let me know, because I need some help when it comes to that. I've just been on Valentino for so long, I don't really know nothing else for real. But there are, of course, certain brands that like I look at and eyeball and stuff, but just don't know how it really is. And I'm capping this look in the clear Valentino powder as well, if y'all are curious. And also pay attention to how I apply the acrylic with the nail going downwards. My nails are always facing downwards, and that's just because I want the acrylic to run away from the cuticle and not like towards the cuticle. When I'm applying my acrylic, I am also constantly patting it to make sure it's flat and nice. Also having a apex at the same time. Now when nails are like this length, you don't want them to be super thick or anything. You want them to be nice and natural looking, but still be strong at the same time. I used to, like, when I first started, have an issue with like nail thickness and stuff, but you can like really keep your acrylic thin, to be honest, especially when it's color acrylic, being that color acrylic isn't made for strength. Your clear is actually made for strength. So some advice to like keep it nice and flush is to literally just try to keep your acrylic thin. If you need more, it's okay to apply more, but keeping it thin in the beginning is a super huge thing. You guys let me know down below in the comments how y'all feel about like this voiceover kind of thing. I really like to do voiceovers actually. Just because I feel like I can get more in depth like when it comes to explaining this stuff, and also like explaining my stories and stuff when it comes to acrylic brands and all of that. It's fun. In some videos I don't really have to explain anything because it's just color or something and y'all get the gist of it pretty much. But when it comes down to like ombre techniques and all of that, it's really fun to actually explain. So you guys, I definitely recommend that y'all follow my technique in the beginning of literally only applying the primer to that one hand. And the reason why I say that is because if you apply like the primer while it's still wet, that promotes adhesion, and so you're more likely to have lasting results. And ever since I started using the prep method that I use like on everyone nowadays, everyone's nails last forever. And yeah, I just want to put y'all on because when I first started, wasn't nobody putting me on. They was lying to me. And yeah, it took a lot to get to where I am. And I'm still not like the best or anything, but just through trial and error, certain things that I've noticed, I want to put on to y'all so y'all just get a little head start. So I did go ahead and file everything off camera, and I also did her other hand. If y'all want me to include both hands, let me know. I didn't include both hands because it's the same exact design, so why? But yeah, here y'all can see I'm just shaping the nail and stuff. I already filed the top. To file the top, I use an extra fine bit and actually just get that nice and straight. But I'm just going in and filing it. Just making sure my file is nice and straight. Everything is matching up well. To get the bottom straight, I normally turn around the hand, like flip it around to my angle and file the top. And I noticed that really works. So this is the part that I was talking about when I say I flip around the hand to make sure like everything is nice and straight, because if you think about it, this is how they turn around their hand to look at it like 24/7. So you just gotta make sure like your edges are nice and straight. Like check in with them all the time. Be like, is this okay? Is this okay? Because you don't want a disappointed client. Nope. No way. Now here is where I'm just going in and top coating her nails. I believe at this point I was still using the Valentino. I've switched over to Madam Glam now because Valentino was just giving me some bad issues for some reason. So I'm over it. Madam Glam, it is. I've heard nothing but great reviews, and I can say it does work. It does the job. So yeah, the next one I probably want to try is the IBD gel one because a lot of people use that as well. So I'm just going ahead and top coating. And yes, I think I had to switch to an old version of the Valentino though. I could tell because the top is white. The new ones are black. How freaking great do these look? I really, really, truly can say I love a classic ombre. Oh my gosh. But yet I've never had one on myself, sadly. So yes, this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching and subscribe.